I don't think I have a browser open yet, do I? No.
Yeah, this past month's been crazy for me. Best friends dying, burying best friends,
Oh, that's
water
sad.
pump going out.
What, going out? What?
My water pump
Oh,
failed.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, finally got it fixed. That's going to be about 5 months worth of pay.
Ouch.
Well, I mean, it is 100 meters deep. One of those deep well pumps. You
Yeah,
know, it's about the size of your leg.
it's just too, that's big. That's just too
Well,
expensive, though.
well, it did last 40 years.
That's great.
I mean, shallow well pumps don't last that long. Shallow well pumps don't last that long. I mean, I've probably replaced about
Shallow
10
well
shallow well pumps. I mean, I've probably replaced, but then again, they're only a couple of $100 each. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you get a whole pump and tanks and all. Oh yeah, and you don't have to pull them up and out of the. They're not submersibles. You just build a nice little house for them, and there you go. You drop your plastic line
Twitch.
down with a foot valve on it, and a little cage around the foot valve. Drop it to the bottom, and you're good to go. Foot valves are cheap. Swap a motor
Is a
out
foot
on.
valve a check valve?
Um, kind of like that.
Just keeps the
It's
water
a
from
one
coming
way.
back down?
It's a one-way valve,
Yeah, check valve. Okay, same thing.
except you put it at the bottom
Instead of
of the
the top.
pipe
Yeah,
into the well.
okay.
That
So
way you don't
thus,
cavitate. Start
thus
pumping.
the foot valve.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, so you can cavitate when you start pumping.
Yeah.
And
Why does it make it not cavitate if it's at the bottom versus if it's at the top? Because there's water all around it in any
okay,
case.
okay, there's that point where there's not water,
I
right?
thought the kind of pump you have is always submerged in water.
No, I'm talking a shallow well pump.
Oh,
The
I have a
shallow.
shallow well pump. Mine's like probably 15 feet, but I have a check valve on top. I don't have anything down at the bottom because the pump's above ground.
And you don't cavitate. It doesn't cavitate at all.
No, no, it fires right up, no problem.
So in
No,
other words, your pump is right at the level of the water.
no, there's just always water in the pump impeller housing, so it just gets going. The check valve
Okay.
keeps it from going back down the pipe, so it always stays in the pump housing. Even if you were to turn the pump off and leave a hose open, a hose bib open, wouldn't matter. The check valve doesn't let the water leave the impeller um,
Okay. So
empty.
in other words, what you're saying is the check valve is at the water level.
Yeah, no, it's not at the water level. It's above ground.
Okay.
But a foot
So
valve would be down below. That makes sense why they call it a foot then. But I just don't understand why, if your pump is submerged anyway, why would you even need a check valve other
okay.
than you
Okay.
just don't want to
All
have to wait for the pump to pump the
right.
water
All
all
right.
the way up the column to get to you?
Dark. Dark. You're not listening. I said pumps for a shallow well versus a submersible for the deep well.
Yeah, I am listening. I was just saying that
I
mine is a
said
shallow
the
well.
shallow well pumps cost a couple of $100, right?
Right.
But
Or 800, but they're not like a deep well pump.
those deep well submersibles, on the other hand, cost thousands of dollars.
Yeah, no, that's not my question. My question was,
And
go ahead and finish what you're saying. Then I'll ask
I'm
my
saying
question
I've
again.
replaced, okay, in 40 years that pump's been there,
Yeah.
right? and lasted for a few $1,000s, I've replaced like 10 shallow well pumps for my
That
shallow wells.
that's a lot.
Well, I've
I
got 3 shallow wells.
I've lived in this house for 40 years and I've replaced the pump once, and I could have just repaired the one, but at the time I didn't have the money to do it, so I bought a cheap one thinking I'd repair the other one, but later, and never did.
Well, like I said, I had 3 shallow wells, right? And they're more than 15 feet deep. They're about 25 feet.
Yeah.
But and the big 4 foot diameter tiles and stuff that go into the ground.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's those. And like I said, I've replaced maybe 8 to 10 of those things in 40 years.
That's a lot, though. I'm surprised that many. How much do you run them?
What do you mean?
How many hours a day are they on?
Well,
The cheap ones.
Warning.
It
Main bay
depends
doors
on
open.
the ground.
Please
I
keep
mean,
your
if
hands
they're irrigating
and
the-
feet inside the
irrigating
vehicle at all times.
the
Stream
crops,
will begin shortly.
they'll run
Yeah.
for 6 hours.
Yeah, and I run in the summer. I run mine about 6 or 8 hours a day. It's just for irrigation. I have city water for drinking water, but I'll run the sprinklers all day long because I've got a big yard and I just keep moving things around. So they'll run, all spring and summer and part of fall.
Well, I got a question for you.
Yeah,
What size line do those sprinklers use?
I run 3/4 to everything,
Uh-huh.
but it'll run. The old pump would run 4 sprinkler heads, no problem. The one I have in there now only runs 2 at a time pretty well.
Well, I understand that. I mean, you're irrigating, you're sprinkling how many acres?
It's not even an acre. It's probably just under an acre.
Well, I'm irrigating 5 acres,
Yeah.
and I'm running 1.5 inch line.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, I'm not talking your itty bitty quarter horse
Right.
motor.
Well, I've got a 1 horsepower motor, but that's, plenty for a 3/4 inch pipe.
I mean, for your standard house and stuff, I mean, a half horse, you know, is sufficient for a house.
Yeah.
And a shallow well like that, half horse is sufficient, and you'll get a nice 40 or
Yeah,
50 pack pie out of it.
Yeah, I get plenty of pressure and plenty of water. Oh, there she goes again as soon as I click the drop button. What's she going to do
Running
this time?
5/8 copper. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've got cast iron pipe going to everything until it comes out of the ground, except for the very backyard goes through that black pipe. Oh, Effie.
Still messing with it.
Yeah, she's still messing with it. Or something. I don't know what she's doing. No, maybe she's going to lay back down. We'll see. Gunfight, are you going to join us? I just dropped, but I can cancel if you're coming in.
Go ahead.
What?
Well, and then my neighbor's house caught fire.
What?
Yeah, a lot of black smoke. Apparently one of the kids' toys, like the little electric Barbie doll or Barbie scooter things that the little ones ride in
Yeah.
with those little electric batteries. Apparently that one of those caught fire and shorted out and caught the stuff on fire.
Wow.
Wow.
Nobody hurt, but garage gone and
Oh my gosh.
yeah, and all the black smoke and stuff from all the nasties. That was ugly. And then another one of my neighbors deleted themselves.
They deleted themselves, like committed suicide?
Yeah,
Oh man.
or on the internet, so
They did it on the internet, on the web?
No, we are on the. I'm talking over the internet, so I'm trying not to get you canceled.
Thank you.
You know,
Yeah.
you get yourself canceled. I'm not doing it. I mean, I already caused you enough trouble with my opinions and telling truths.
Yeah, you can't say truths. You can't even assert truth, I don't think, on the internet anymore.
Unless you're on X.
Yeah. Where's the... Oh, servers, maybe there.
But I mean, you know, it's just, it's been crazy. And, oh, I got my light switch fixed too.
What was wrong with your light switch?
What, remember
The
I
dimmer
was
one?
switch? Huh?
The one that's like a dimmer or whatever?
No, it's an actual switch.
Oh, okay.
They're a mobile home. Hold on, what's it called? A mobile home light switch, rocker light switch.
Oh, right.
And the ones that we were that I don't know. Didn't I sent pictures of? I don't know. Hold on, let me see. Did I send picture? Let me see. Did I took pictures? I think. No, not that. I'm at the gallery. Hmm. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna send them while y'all gaming and stuff. But anyway, yeah, it's got these little things.
Reactor
And it's a
online.
pain, but
Sensors
it's got a little
online.
rocker in
Weapons
there. It's
online.
the switches, and I was messing with
All
it,
systems
and I guess
nominal.
I just got everything knocked back into place, you know, and it just started working. I went clickety clock. I popped it apart a couple times and put it back together, and dang it, I'm gonna make you work, and it worked.
Okay, someone's going to have to remind me how to play this game.
Find the red targeted robots and point and click. Wow, they've just now dropped?
No. And I've been playing Helldiver 2.
Oh my gosh,
So
this
are you
game is
enjoying
so
that one?
great.
It's a challenge
Airstrike online.
because I'm not a third-person shooter.
Right. Yeah, I don't like third-person shooters very much, but they're okay.
Well, I mean,
Heat
I
level
own
critical.
Dead Space, right? And I think I played it for an hour and just said to heck with it because I couldn't stand a third person. You know, you can't hit squat with it, and it's like,
This charger is
It's not-
great. I forgot how much I liked it.
You know, a third-person shooter isn't
Fuel at
natural.
25%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not natural to me either.
Target
It just,
acquired.
it just screws my head up.
spotted.
And it bugs my eyes out, and it's like, oh no, I can't.
spotted.
I gotta follow where that little flipper thing is. Because
spotted.
I'm used to, not having a flipper in front of me, except unless I'm in the cockpit. And I'm looking through the sights,
Target spotted.
And then those pippers are different.
New target acquired.
Target
Yeah.
spotted.
Oh, and I found this funny little,
Target
it's
spotted.
like a waifu, mech thing with the top down. And real strategies and stuff. You gotta, figure out how to do run your crew,
Target
your squad and
spotted.
whatnot. And it's like little anime girls running around driving these things.
Airstrike online.
I think it's like Chinese or something like that. Right. I don't know. I've been getting a kick out of that one the past couple of days.
Fuel at 25%.
You know,
Fuel
simple.
at 0%. Airstrike online.
Target
And,
spotted.
apparently my nutritionist thinks I need to go see a psychopath
Airstrike activated.
Target spotted.
because apparently
Target spotted.
I got issues. You know.
Target spotted.
I just dropped an arty and it missed it. I hit like I dropped it on an enemy mech, but it dropped it on a rock in front of between the two of us.
Target spotted.
It's funny.
Are you running a little laggy?
Nope, no legging. Just didn't like it.
Target spotted.
I mean, I've been artillery strikes and stuff, and I'm like, where the heck is it? Where'd it go? You know?
Target spotted.
And it fired off the edge of the map or something like that.
Target spotted.
Nowhere near where I put it. And I'm like, well, that was a waste.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Target destroyed.
Got myself a kill. Little blood asp action there.
Target spotted.
Now for airstrikes, like on Grim Plexus, you know those little tower things that they hide behind?
Target spotted.
I'll hit the top of the tower with my
Acquired.
airstrike beacon. And then, you know, since it's the line, I'll get whatever's behind the tower.
Target spotted.
I'm down.
Heat level critical.
I got a cooldown.
Are you
Target
boogieing?
spotted.
A little hot.
Get down, buggy.
Get down tonight. Do a
New
little
target
dance.
acquired.
Something like that, yeah.
Sing a
Target
little
spotted.
song. Get down tonight. Ah, he went down too low.
Target destroyed.
So, your charger, all your weapons are in your chest area,
Yeah.
your torsos. So you don't have to worry about the
Target
low
spotted.
slung arms.
No, not too much.
Well, that's cool.
Target spotted.
This is a great mech, actually.
Target acquired.
That's the N7.
I don't know.
Yeah, number 7.
Yeah. It's Lucky Charms. Well, he's going to have to come around and get me, I guess. He's going to come around this way, maybe.
Oh yeah, that pump supplies 3 houses.
Target spotted.
You know that well? Supplies
Oh,
three-
yeah.
3 houses.
Yeah.
And it's hard water, believe it or not. Being it's a lime aquifer.
3 kills.
3 killies?
3 killies so far.
You killy billies?
Fuel at 25%. Fuel at 0%.
Kirby and Echo 4. He wants me real bad.
Target destroyed. Fuel at 25%.
Well, I figured since I was up, I'd
Where's the
check.
Irby? Echo 4, you said?
Yeah, Echo 4.
Roger that, thank you.
Well, I tell you what, I'll let y'all get to your gaming, and I'm just gonna hop out.
All right. You sure you don't want to drop with us?
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay.
I mean, I do, but you know, I just don't feel like it right now.
All right. Next time.
All right, laters.
All right, good night.
Good night. Yeah, I did not mean to go down there.
He moved around.
Need assistance.
Behind where I was now.
I don't know where he is. I want to kill him.
Together. More like, I think, Delta 5 or 6.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Need assistance.
Fuel at 25%.
He's way out in F7.
Fuel at 25%. Fuel at
F7
0%. Fuel at 25%.
Could head back towards Echo 6.
C8.
F7, he said. He's heading back to Echo 6.
Nah, he's heading to your left. But he might come through the valley, I doubt it though. He'll probably swing around at Echo 8 to Delta 8. Probably stick to your
There he is.
To your right.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Did he go down here? Where'd he go? Oh, he's going that way still.
No, he's going the way you were looking.
No, he's over here.
Fuel at
Target
25%.
spotted.
Okay.
Fuel at 0%.
Oh, you're right. That's weird. On the map, it looked like he was over this way.
Remember, your map rotates.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was correct.
Fuel at 25%.
Hey, where were you? Call your location.
Kirby's in G5.
Where'd he go?
Oh, it went up.
Yeah,
G5
full charger.
to your right,
Up there?
maybe. Nope, nope. He's to your right. He's to your right. Your other right.
Main shot in the back, dude.
I just still
Yeah,
don't see
he's
him.
up top, Gamma 6, Gamma 5.
Cap the base.
Incubus working their way around the backside of that building and getting in the back.
Fuel at 25%.
He's behind
Just
you.
lagged at
Okay.
that farm.
That
Where?
way. The valley there. Look to your left, up.
There he is.
They just dropped down into Gamma 6.
Yeah, he came around and he jumped up that left face there.
Fuel at 25%.
Go up in there, maybe.
I think he's probably heading G7, F7.
It's making it hard on us here. Only got 12 seconds left.
Yeah.
Oh well. Three kills and 761 damage. I'm gonna be happy with that. Brink of Man. Hey, Jeff on a Buffalo. Welcome. This is a McFish build. Yeah, it's a nice build. Is that 2 webcams? Yes, 2 webcams. You are seeing double. I think the one is kind of out of whack here. Let's see if we can fix that. There we go. I think it's set up on my left side so that it can look to the right, which is ultimately where I'll be putting my new computer tower. But I have to build a desk for that to sit on, or a stand or something like that. That won't happen until after the cabinets are all in. I'm sure. I can guarantee that. But it'll look really cool. It's a great looking machine. Past your bedtime. Good night. Have a great night. Thanks for dropping in. Jeff on a Buffalo starts taking notes on how to become a better pilot. How for me to become a better pilot? I know I need to be a better pilot. But if I set my expectations low enough, I'm always happy. So it's all good. I thought I just put a whole bunch of pictures in Ghostland Spec Ops from my little remodeling nightmare. Are they not in there? Oh, it didn't send them yet. Wait a minute. Did it?
Oh, I don't see them.
I don't see them either.
Too big, maybe?
Maybe it's too big. There's too many of them. Too big. Let's try that again. Okay, so if I want to go... Let's do this. Let's go this one and this one. Send. And then this one and this one. Send. And then this one and this one, send, and this one, send, and then this one and that one, send. There we go. Okay. Probably could put in another. This one. That one. That one. Maybe that one. Add. Send. There's some more. Okay, here's the lunch. As you can see, my living room is filled with 3 pallets worth of, there's 51 cabinets and then 4 sheets of finished plywood backing pieces and side pieces and trim and stuff like that. It's just a massive amount of cabinets. Like it would have been 3 of my pickup truck loads to get them all here. It's a lot of cabinets. Well, it's a full set of kitchen cabinets, full set of laundry room cabinets, 2 walls, really a wall and a full wall and a half a wall, 3 bathrooms, a studio, and a mud room, and a coffee bar thing in the kitchen. The kitchen isn't a whole lot of cabinets, actually, unless you count the coffee bar. Then it's more like regular kitchen amount of cabinets, like 2 walls and hardly any uppers. It's almost all lowers, only 2 uppers, and they're only 36 inches wide or 27 wide or something like that. 36, I think. Yeah, Jeff, I don't think that I'm going to teach you how to get better than you are, because I'm not better than you are. It's a great build on this charger because even I can make it work. So that should tell you how good it is. Underloading. They're in Discord. Cabinets are way too expensive, and I was going to build them all, which would save me even more money, but making 50 cabinets is about, with the doors and the face frames and the boxes and then staining and spraying and everything, you're talking 300 hours, 200 hours, easy. And I just don't want to do it. And I know how to do it. I put myself through college doing cabinet work and custom furniture, so I can certainly do it. But my garage is my shop. And my garage is a single car garage. It's only 14 feet wide, so I don't really have barely room to move around in my garage with my tools in there. My table saw takes up half the garage, right? So it's just not a place you'd do a production run of 50 cabinets. And even, I wouldn't even be able to keep all the lumber out of the rain because I don't have any place to keep it. So that's kind of would be a daunting task. And so what I did is I bought pre-built, ready to assemble. They're in boxes, and so you take them out, put them together. They're already dadoed and rabbited, so you can just stick the panels together, and they have quick connects, quick fasteners. So it's like 4 quick fasteners, and slide the back in, and then you screw that with like a couple screws, you're done. So they go together in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, depending. The drawers going to take longer to put in, and you got to put those together and stuff too. But they're pretty nice. They're all plywood, and the face frames are solid wood, and the door frames are solid wood. They're all antique hickory, and they're stained and beautiful, and that's all dandy. But in a lot of cases, it's an old house, and so I have room size restrictions that make, like the laundry room, for example, I don't have room for a 24-inch deep cabinet. I have to cut them down to 21 inches deep. All of them. All the lowers. The uppers are fine. But one of the uppers I want to make, instead of 12 inches deep, I want to make it
Fuel at 25%.
16, or probably 16 is what I'll go with, deep. So I need to add some box to an upper is what I need to do to make that. I'll add some more sides and back and bottom and stuff to the upper panel cabinets.
Incoming missile.
And the others, I jetted over here. I'm already in big trouble. Why am I red? I guess it's orange. And so some cabinets I'll be cutting down. Some lowers I'll be cutting down to 12 inches so I can get drawers and stuff. So I'm going to be cutting a lot of material off of some of these and not as much off others, of course.
Warning, incoming
Ouch.
missile.
Ouch. This is a fierce battle, and I'm too close to the action.
Target spotted.
I'm going to come over here and cause trouble.
Target spotted.
Warning, incoming missile. Airstrike online.
Target spotted.
This is like a fast and oh shoot, sorry about the friendly. I came over here to get away from all this.
Target spotted.
Fuel at 25%.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Golly,
Affirmative.
I think I'm going to be killed.
Online.
Target spotted.
No.
Target spotted.
Fuel at 25%.
Target spotted.
Target acquired. Heat level critical. Center torso.
Ouch.
Critical
Target
damage.
spotted.
Heat level critical.
We're experiencing
I'm down.
some losses.
They're going to
Don't
walk
get
through us.
sloppy out there.
It's quite a firefight going on there.
Airstrike online.
So underloading,
Target
make one at a
acquired.
time. Yeah.
Center torso critical damage.
Are you getting some help with that? I'm getting help with like Jessica's boyfriend helped me with the demolition on the laundry room. I'm making, you can see all those 2x4s, and let's see, it'd be the first
New target
picture
acquired.
shows the laundry room with the sheetrock and plaster and stuff on it. You can see the big air vent on the left, and the
New target acquired.
water supply and stuff in the middle.
Target
And if
destroyed.
that's pulled off, you can see the
Critical
plumbing
damage.
and
Warning,
the wiring and
incoming
stuff, and
missile.
a whole bunch of
Critical
2x4s
damage.
are moving down that wall on the right side. I took all those out
Any more soldiers?
so that I can, in fact, everything from the middle on, I took out.
New target
So
acquired.
there's just the ones on the far left that are coming down. And then I took all that plumbing out, and I moved the plumbing over about 9 inches. And then I put
Warning, incoming missile.
a header across the top, which you can scroll down. It's like one of the last pictures, second to the last picture, and the last picture show a header going across the top. And you can see I've kind of opened up a bay for the dryer to slide back into. So I get an extra 3.5 inches, really 4 inches going back. And you can't really tell there, but on the bottom right is the gas coming out of the floor for the gas dryer. And I've relocated that now too, because it used to be able to stop the dryer from sliding back in there. And I'll have to add some floor back in there too. And then I go to a 2x3 wall where that plank with the Mickey Mouse face on it is standing up. There's a 2x3 there, and then the plumbing resides again, right? That's not going to go back as far. That'll be for the washing machine. And then it'll go out to a regular 3.5 inch 2x4 stud over by the air duct, and then I can put a 24 inch cabinet there, and I can put my washer in and the dryer in. So all that's all torn out and being redone there. And then I'll put some more 2x3s or 2x4s in the left and middle bays, but leave the dryer bay open all the way to the back. And I'm going to put a 1/4 inch hardy backer in there instead of another panel of sheetrock, and I'll put some insulative acoustic dampener in between that, just a thin thing like you use in cars and stuff. Then I'll plaster that, and I'll get a lot more depth that I can push the dryer back into, which I need because the door is immediately right out of frame there, and you can't open the door with the dryer over against the wall like it needs to be to the right. So it's just kind of a mess. And then you can see kind of where Jeremy's working. I cut a lot more than that out, and I've got the dryer venting out the back directly into a mag vent, which is a really cool product that has big rings that are steel that has magnets in each ring. And one, when you get close to it, it stretches out and goes clunk and attaches, and you've got basically the two pipes automatically mate and align because they've got a flange at an angle that it moves up into. So you don't have to try to get your dryer hose kind of kinked around and connected and then try to keep it from kinking or bending too quickly. You don't even have any dryer hose. It just goes directly into the wall. So that's installed and ready to go. So now I'm basically to the place where I've got to do a few more little wiring things. I got to bring the water supply back in now. That'll probably take 2-3 hours to get that done. And then the electrical stuff's probably another couple hours of fetzing around. Then I have to start building out how I'm going to attach more subfloor and floor and more tile in that whole gap area. And then I can insulate it, sheetrock it, or hardy back it. And then I can plaster it, tape it and plaster it, and then paint it. And then I can install the cabinet on the left, the uppers on the right. 2 uppers go up above the washer and dryer on that wall. And I can, sorry, Corsair, I'll go click the button. And I can install the dryer finally, and the washer, and the sink, stuff like that. The sink base will go in first. So there's still quite a bit to do, but at least all of this is because if the dryer and the washer were in here, I didn't have a sink. I just had that big vent pipe. That's a air return from upstairs. And in order to be able to get the door open, I had to move the dryer over to the left about 6 inches. So there wasn't room to put a cabinet on the left of the washer and dryer. So this will allow me to move it back and back over to the right and still be able to open the door. And then I can put a countertop across the whole thing. It's just it's like building a boat. Every 1/4 of an inch I'm taking into account and making use of. To Swarmy, I should feed Swarmy now and then. I don't know, Swarmy's working all the time. So let me go back up here, and I'd love to build my own home. I would put shelves in the kitchen. We're going to put some shelves in the kitchen, actually. When Jennifer and I bought this house, it was 850 square feet and a garage, a single car garage off the kind of back part of it. And we turned the garage into a family room, which added 300 250, 300 square feet to it. So it was about 1,300. Maybe it added 400 square feet. I don't know. It's about 13. No, it was probably, I don't know, 1,250, something like that. Anyway, then we ripped off the roof, added more foundation in the front to make a new garage, and added foundation in the back to make a bigger kitchen dining area, because our kitchen was super small and we didn't really have a laundry room. That was the dining room. And then built a second story over all of that, and in some places like a third story attic or loft. So I added 2,700 square feet to an 850 square foot house, basically, or 1,300 square foot house. And so now it's 3,400-ish, and it took 12 summers of my life to do. But it's a really nice house, and I don't owe anything on it, so I don't have any house payments, just taxes on it. So you can do it under loading, but it's a lot of work. I was exhausted by about 9 summers in. I was sitting up there going, I think I'll never get done. And a guy came along who looked like a homeless guy, and it turns out he was living in his van down the street, and he offered to help, and I was kind of scared to have him around my kids. He was that kind of scary looking.
Stone rhinos supposed to be viable.
But I gave him a chance, and it turned out that he was a real angel sent by God to help me get done with this dumb thing. So he worked with me for very affordable, because I couldn't really afford to pay him very much, but he wanted to help because he wanted to have something to do, and he'd done a lot of construction work in the past. And he was quick and dirty, not fine and perfect. But for a lot of things, that's fine, right? So he helped me with the plumbing and the wiring and the framing and a lot of the... I wouldn't let him do any of the finish work, but we'd work together on all the other stuff, and it just saved my bacon. And then we moved upstairs, got the upstairs done, and never got cabinets for the kitchens or the bathrooms or anything like that. We just used the old cabinets that were very, very limited in number and in functionality, in the old bathroom and the old kitchen. Like, the kitchen literally has a bank of drawers and a cupboard underneath the sink, and that's all the kitchen cabinets we have. And then we have some shelves that we put in there. So we've been living without cabinets for 15 years, almost 20, well, about 20. And we've been saving for, I always thought I'd build them, but I didn't want to do it. So when we bought these, that seemed like the easiest way to get something that was nice, that I could customize and save a ton of money on. And if I had gotten a bid to have these custom made, it probably would have cost me $50,000. Cabinets are just ridiculously expensive now. And I know that because I just did 1,
Here we go.
2, 3, 4 bases in the cottage out back.
Another D4.
And I got a bid from a friend who did cabinet work that I knew he did good work, and I thought, well, I could have him do it and give him some money, and that'd be good.
Reinforce our right side.
And he did this estimate, and I think it had 2 uppers, so 7 little cabinets. And they weren't big, nothing fancy. And his bid was $5,000. So basically, 5 or 6 cabinets. It's like, I can't do that. So I got them from Cabinets to Go for $800.
Target acquired.
And they've held up really well for 9 years now with heavy use. So I decided to get them for my kitchen too. Yeah, buddy.
Can't trade with him too much like that.
Heat level critical.
Bravo.
Target destroyed. Airstrike online.
Target spotted.
Wait, down.
Heat level critical.
Oh no.
Go fuck off.
Target spotted.
I'm so lucky. I shut down, so he decided not to kill me.
New target acquired.
Let's go say hi.
Online.
Ah, yeah,
Fuel at
PTI was
25%.
He critical damage on me.
Get over it.
spotted.
Bro, that shit. I can't even get out and fucking battle him.
25% of the enemies are eliminated.
That should have killed him.
Trying to put the fucking brightness.
Heat level critical.
Wow,
Warning
Trying to
incoming
fucking
missile.
darkness shit, dude.
that got him.
Come out of the basement.
Warning incoming
Target
missile.
spotted.
We've got lights coming around behind us.
Heat level critical.
Dude, I think we can nail these assault bricks before they can,
The enemies are half depleted. Keep pushing.
Keep pushing, guys.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
Come up behind you.
Heat level critical.
Or not.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Target
Heat level
spotted.
critical.
We're experiencing some losses.
level
Don't
critical.
get sloppy out there.
Yeah,
Shoot a
I think I lost some heat sinks because I'm just really hot.
Warhammer, just follow up, I can support you.
Target spotted.
Maybe I should cool down a little bit.
Almost got them all.
That's an idea.
Clean up the survivors. Target spotted.
Target destroyed.
Excellent work, you guys.
Any left?
There is, but we lost him.
High roll.
Target spotted. Command to ground forces. We're
Great work. Thanks for the drop,
detecting
guys.
no hostiles. Good job, soldiers.
Some people would say, okay, this guy on there's a guy on YouTube called myself Reliance. He makes beautiful home by himself.
Alright, I'll keep
Very
running
organic.
that
Some
now,
people would
later.
call it rustic, but it's not. It's made
I'll take my
like wood
42
from
damage.
property and it's cabin. That's
67,
cool.
sorry.
Chewing a buffalo. I think she leaves some cracks in the floor to feed Swarmy. So, wait a minute. I'm still not caught up. Very good. Okay. You ever think of living on the road for a while to get out of the house? No. And she put up with me for 15 years remodeling, right? So she definitely wants the cabinets in. There's no question about that. Nice work there, Corsair.
Thank you.
And she's really excited to get them in, and they're all in the living room. So that's not happy. And she knows it's going to take a while. And we'd hoped the laundry room would take 1 or 2 weeks, and we're on 3. So it'll be another week at least before I get it done. I don't know. It's going to take a month or 2 to get them all done. I can't work on them completely full time because I'm constantly being interrupted by doing something with Effie or something. Because Jennifer is accompanying choirs in the morning, and then she has a choir in the afternoon on Mondays, and then she's got to go do laundry somewhere else. And so I'm here with a monitor, but I have to check constantly and then run in because Effie starts to decide to walk, and she can't walk by herself. But she doesn't remember she's going to fall and die, and she doesn't. So she does it, and you just got to be on her all the time. So it's hard to get anything done. So it's going to take a while. Once the laundry room's working again, that will help because then Jennifer will be able to hang out here while she's doing laundry. So that will give me less of the hassle. Just make sure you leave room for Swarmy. Swarmy's probably started a farm of edible mole and potatoes. He grows mushrooms down there, Stalker, I think. I think he's just growing mushrooms.
Yeah, it's a mushroom.
Another 15 summers. No. Hey, Miss BNR, welcome. 5K for 4. It was like there were 4 base cabinets. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 base cabinets. One had 3 drawers and 2 had 1 drawer, and then, you know, cupboard. Maple. And then 2 little uppers, or maybe an upper and some shelves. It was like $5,000. It's like, no way. No way. That's like, you know, $800 per cabinet. Are you kidding? It's a box. And yeah, you got to make it nicely, but yeah, it's crazy. Black walnut with inlaid gold. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. It's crazy. All right, here we go. Ba-dum. Dark, always moving, always cover, always cold. What? Always cold? Always too hot, you mean? Ladies like home stuff. Well, you know, she's put up with me for a long time. 40 years we've been married. So if she wants nice cabinets instead of no cabinets, I can't really fault her for that. And honestly, I would like nice cabinets too. Corsair, you just made Jeff and a Buffalo sound like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Right.
Jana B.
Jam on a bread.
Jam on a bread. Tasty, tasty. Miss BNR, you should come play with me because I know you haven't been playing MechWarrior, but you should because I'm here, haven't been on for a while, and it's just me and Corsair. You'll be safe with us. Drax
has
isn't
like
here.
5 tier 1 accounts now.
Why do you have 5 tier 1 accounts? What do you do with 5 tier 1 accounts? Are you that good? I knew you were good. I mean, I knew you were good now. I've finally learned that, but I didn't realize you were that good. Hey, Valen.
Oh, that
Give me
guy.
3K and I'll build you nice cabinets. Do you know how to do cabinet work, Valen? I could do all of the cabinets for 3K worth of materials. Materials have gotten so expensive now. No, but I'll learn. Yeah, I would not let a novice build these cabinets. There's a lot of cabinets, and I have a very high standard of what I will accept for quality. The fact that I'm using pre-built cabinet that I'm assembling means that I'm already kind of stooping to as low as I can go, and then I'm going to modify them heavily to make them work. I used to make custom furniture, so that's like a step up above doing cabinet work. Most cabinet makers can't really make furniture. Some can. Some guys are really good. The thing about furniture is like cabinets, everything's square, right? It's square and it's perpendicular and parallel, and it's all pretty easy. And you can choose how you're going to build it. There's lots of different ways to do it right or better. You can choose those things. But furniture, nothing's square and straight. Everything's curved, and there's a lot of shaping and forming, and everything's, organic in some way or another, pretty much. Unless you're building like a box to sit on. Yeah, Happy Wife and all, that's right. The hard part is setting up the router. Yeah, I have 4 routers. So usually when I'm setting up for doing production runs, I'll set up 2 or 3 to get the final profile that I'm getting, so I can run through all 3 of them in one time. I'll do them in passes because I don't have a long enough workspace to actually do them linearly. I promise you that they won't lean because my cabinets are 20% cooler than everyone else. Yeah, that's cool. Jigman, yeah, I do lots of templates and jigs and things like that. I learned cabinet making from a cabinet maker one summer when I was, I think I was just out of high school, maybe. And he was a good cabinet maker, and he taught me a lot of really valuable things that I've used ever since. And then I started making furniture also. That by then I was just learning on my own, and I'm sure he could have made a lot of stuff that I was making, but it was the kind of stuff that most people couldn't make. I shouldn't really go up here.
Target spotted.
Target acquired. Airstrike online.
I don't want to be here.
Target spotted.
I want to be where the team is, because I'm a team player. What is this shield thing on here? What is that? Why does this have round shieldy things? Like radar antennas. On the bushwhacker. They're just bolt-ons, I guess.
Target spotted.
Oh, there's 3 or 4 of them over here. Interesting. Hesitant to go up there, but maybe I will.
Fuel at 25%.
Maybe I can't.
Fuel at 25%.
Target spotted.
Target destroyed.
Got there just in time to secure the kill.
Fuel at 25%.
Yep,
Did you do all the work on it?
I did a lot of it.
Oh, sorry, you jumped right in front of my shot.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Need assistance.
Oh.
Heat level critical.
PPC guy.
Heat level critical.
Target spotted. Need assistance.
Target acquired.
Thanks. Affirmative. Target spotted.
Come on, Delta. All right. Time to get closer, I guess.
Target spot. Target spotted.
Fuel at 25%.
Need assistance.
Fuel at 0%. Airstrike online. Target destroyed.
Sorry about the friendly.
Target acquired. Heat level critical.
Target spotted.
Corsair got the kill.
Heat level critical. Airstrike online. Heat level critical.
Corsair. Getting all the kills.
Fuel at 25%.
Target spotted. We're a quarter of the way there. Keep it up.
Got him. On the fly. Oh, oh, oh.
Halfway there. Command is happy to hear of your success.
Meow. Got him.
On the surface.
Nice work, guys. Thanks for the drop. Corsair, 2 kills, 2 kills. We each got 2 kills. You got 612. Nice. Nice work. Woodworking isn't hard, it's just involved. I guess that depends on what you're doing. It can get hard fast, depending on what you're doing. Basic woodworking isn't hard, I agree. Good quality woodworking it requires a high attention to detail and thorough planning. If not, I just became Big Daddy. Some achievement. Is that a good reward achievement thing? I do a lot of things either with a pencil sketch or just in my head and just figure it out. But if I'm doing cabinets, I lay them out, draw them out. Same thing with furniture. And thinking through how you're going to do the joints and stuff like that can get a little complex. But, anybody can do it if they get practiced at it and stuff and learn some techniques. Most people don't learn. Most people, I would say, even 85% of woodworkers have a pretty low standard of what's acceptable as far as quality and detail. And then there's the guys that are really good, or gals, that have very high quality standards, and they notice things and they pay attention to things and things look perfect. And it starts even how they cut, what grain they pick, the direction of the grain when they cut it and plane it, and where they glue things or not, and what pieces they glue together or not. Every little detail suddenly is thought through, right? And most people just, they don't go that deep with it. But it ends up making a big difference by the time you get done with your product. It's a bolt-on? Okay. Yeah. Apparently there's some species of tree called Gaboon ebony that sells for $150 per board foot. I think I need to go plant some. Well, ebony itself is not cheap. It's like $50 a board foot. I don't know the Gaboon, whatever that is. Ebony's ebony's used in fretboards and musical instruments and stuff a lot, and it's hard to get. The heartwood ebony is all black, jet black, but you can get kind of the figured ebony that has darker browns waving through it. And that actually is beautiful for a lot of things, but nobody wants it for the guitar fretboard. Well, Taylor guitars started using that figured ebony in their lower cost guitars. It's just as hard. It wears just as well. But they used to just throw it away, leave it in the jungle. They wouldn't haul it out. And Taylor Guitars went and found that out, and they said, whoa, you waste, 70% of the tree. They said, well, nobody wants to buy it. And they said, well, we'll buy it and we'll pay for it, make it affordable for you to bring it out. Would that be good? They said, yeah, that'd be great. So it's their $5,000 guitars have the dark ebony all the way through, but everything down below you get just variation, and they're still beautiful. Underloading, yeah. I would say the danger in woodworking is very similar to metal. You can cut fingers off before you know what happened. I've got lots of friends that have cut parts of their bodies off and stuff. And I've worked with metal too, and certainly it has its dangers, especially if you're, using torches or arc welders and things like that, and sharp edges. Sure, but you have I've sliced my fingers with just the sharp edge of ash or hickory, super hard wood, and it's a sharp edge. It'll cut right through your skin. Apparently from West Africa. And just technically speaking, carpentry is a step down from cabinetry or furniture building. So you'd have a framing carpenter, right, or framer. You'd have a finish carpenter that does moldings and casements and stuff like that. And then a cabinet maker would be the next step up from that. And then a furniture maker, or you might have just a fine artist who makes art pieces, right? And they might be even a step above that. And I'm able to do any of those things well, as well as most other people can do that are considered really good. And I could do them to any degree if I spent enough time doing it, but I don't want to do that. It's fun to do nice pieces when I do stuff, but I don't want to make my living doing that. It's the only place able to grow we're in Florida. So it needs a warm, humid, lots of sunlight. Ebony grows really slowly too. It takes a long time. Flatboard can be a cabinet door, but without multi-level surface, a lot of people will think it's junk. Yeah, unless they like the European style flat panel doors. I don't really like flat panel doors. I really like simple shaker flat panel insert panel doors. I just think they're attractive and elegant and simple. All the dangers of wood and exponentially more. You think so? Like name some of the other ones. You've got acetylene torches, right? You've got arc welding and shocking, right? You've got sharp edges. But you don't have nail guns shooting into your fingers and hands. You don't have saws. Usually the saws that you're cutting metal with aren't going to kick back. You cut slow and you're using a bandsaw or an abrasive blade to eat your way through a piece of metal. But with wood, you're cutting with a high-speed carbide bit, and it'll kick back and it'll put a piece of wood through your gut. Or it'll take your hand off. So there are different kind of dangers, I think. I don't mind if it grows slowly if that means less work. Plan it, forget it, and get $1 million once you hire someone to cut it. Well, an ebony tree probably is 100, 200 years old by the time it gets cut. I just don't think that it grows very fast. It's very tight-grained and dense wood. I don't know how fast it grows. I'm not an expert on ebony, but I'm guessing based on, I have some ebony downstairs somewhere. I just don't use it for anything. I'm guessing how dense it is and how expensive it is, that it takes a long time to grow. Because denser wood usually grows slower. Hickory grows, how fast does hickory grow? I think it's not terrible, but oak trees, a black walnut tree could be 100 years old before you harvest it. And same thing with an oak tree.
Purple Heart's really dense, but I don't.
It's not real hard though. It's kind of hard, but it's not as hard as some of those other woods. It's a hardwood. I wouldn't call it a softwood, but and the thing about Purple Heart,
saw blades up.
yeah, and it's not good to breathe it. It's toxic. The thing about Purple Heart is it changes color over time, and it doesn't look as beautiful as it does when you first cut it.
Excuse me, but do I have cum on my back?
What's going on with the sound there? I guess I need to start moving. Table saw is probably the most dangerous metal machine, but the lathe and mill will kill an operator very fast. So actually the joiner is probably the most dangerous tool in the shop. Radial arm saw, if you have one of those, would probably be even more dangerous if it's just using it for cross-cutting. But if you try to use it as a table saw, it's super dangerous. Bandsaws, people cut fingers off the bandsaws all the time. They get their clothes or hair wrapped around a drill press. It pulls their head into the chuck and rips their scalp off. Joiners will throw a stick of wood through your body, so will a table saw, into your body like a spear. And both of them will take fingers, lots of your finger off before you can do anything about it if you make a bad move. And you can bleed out. Like I had a friend he lost 3 of his fingers on a table saw, and he passed out before he could call for help, even though he tried to put a tourniquet on.
Target spotted.
He was just losing so much blood. Fortunately, somebody heard him from about 4 houses away, heard him scream, and came to see what happened and got him to a hospital. And fortunately, he went. They took him to just a rural little clinic, and it just happened to be that one of the best neurosurgeons in the country was giving a workshop there, and he sewed his fingers back on.
Target acquired.
Okay, this is going to get nasty real fast here. I'm in the wrong place.
Target spotted.
Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile. New target acquired.
Kind of stuck here.
Warning, incoming missile.
Trying to pay attention so I'm not talking. Trying not to die instantly.
We're experiencing some losses.
For Corsair's sake.
Out there.
Because I don't want him to be alone in this match when I die a horrible death.
Target spotted.
Ouch. Seriously?
Right arm critical damage. Warning, incoming missile.
Here you go, Warlord. Take that.
Airstrike online.
I should not go up here. Should not go up here. I should not go up here.
I think I used all my auto cannon ammo.
What's that?
I already used all my auto cannon ammo.
Uh-oh.
We've lost half our force. We can't lose any more soldiers. %25 of the enemies are eliminated.
Ouch, I'm gonna die. I can tell. Come on. 2 big shots in the back and he didn't care.
Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile. Target acquired. Left arm critical damage. Warning, incoming
Ouch.
missile. Warning, incoming missile.
Yeah, they got me.
We're taking critical losses. We need you to pull
I
through.
did some damage though. 845. That's pretty nice. Let's see. Cutting speed is also faster because steel cutting speed is very high. Steel cutting speed on anything I have isn't very high. maybe you're working with bigger pieces of steel and bigger industrial steel cutting than I do. I'm small time on steel. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, on the torque of on a mill. Yeah. Torque on a wood lathe is enough to break your hand
Target
too.
acquired.
But right, you're not putting.
Right torso critical
I see what you mean. If
damage.
you're talking about bigger stuff, yes. But the same thing's true if you go into a lumber mill, sawmill, where they have big hydraulics taking trees and bouncing them around. You get your body in the wrong place on something like that, and you can just be killed instantly too. But just wood shop work and metal shop work. I didn't find metal shop work when I was in metal shop to be inherently more dangerous than wood working. But you're probably talking about a whole nother level of metal work than I am. Well, and not only plywood cutting, but if you're cutting planks, you know how the grain you start cutting in, if you're ripping it, the grain will start to, you'll cut out the heart, or not the heart, but a section in the middle, and then the wood will start collapsing together and squeezing the blades. You can't back out without doing kickback at you. Because of the moisture content of the wood and it's under stress, you take a section of it out, it starts to pinch together, and that can get really dangerous. Steel doesn't normally do that kind of thing on you either. Dragged into the lathe. Yeah. I think you're talking about bigger stuff. Like I've never had a lathe. I don't have a metal lathe. I've got a wood lathe. I don't have a milling machine. I'd like to get a small milling machine, but then I'd rather just have a CNC mill, right? Or just a 3D printer. Maybe I just need a 3D printer, a good one. But I want it to be laser sintering so I can print metal, because that sounds better. Yeah, underloading. It sounds like you know a lot more about higher end metal work than I do. I'm pretty low end metal work. And I certainly have more wood splinters in every part of my arms and hands than most people have, ever imagined having. Some of them are real big. I almost lost my hand. I had a big splinter that I wasn't able to get it all out. And a lot of times it'll fester and then it'll pop out right after you get enough pus around it. You can kind of lance it and it'll come out a few days later. But it was not having it and it wasn't getting better. And I woke up one morning and I thought, this is not good. And I made an appointment to go see a specialist to have him dig it out, because it was the first one I'd never been able to get out. And he told me that if I'd waited another day, I would have lost my hand, maybe my arm, and possibly my life. So that was not good. And I just had this sense that it was different than normal and I needed to do something. So, Hey, Corsair.
Yeah.
What time is it there?
It is almost 1. You got on an hour early.
That's because we had our time change again.
Yes, but did you do it backwards?
Forwards, so I'm an hour ahead.
Yeah.
So
you
it's
got
11.
on an hour early.
Yeah, but I got on at 9:30-ish, right?
Right. Or a half hour early, okay.
Yeah, half hour early. But it's 11 o'clock here now.
Yeah.
You said it's almost 1 there, so we're 2 hours.
Right.
Have we always been 2 hours off?
Yes.
So you had a time change also, or am I
Yes.
just in a different time zone of life?
No, I usually get off at midnight. I usually get
Yeah.
off at 2 a.m.
Okay.
Which is why I get, like, if you try to force me to stay late, which is why I get kind of irritated.
And you start
because I'm
getting
2 hours later than you.
and you kind of
I want to go to bed.
I know, and you kind of whimper a little bit. It's like, no, I
Can't do it anymore.
I
I'm so
know,
tired.
I know. I never hold it against you. Don't ever think that. I
But
always
my
think
mom,
I totally
my mom
get it.
got up at 5 in the morning this morning. And I was like, oh my goodness, why is she up so early?
Oh, that's terrible. Jennifer
Sensors
sometimes wakes up at
online.
3, 4 in the
Weapons
morning and she can't go
online.
back to sleep. I just can't imagine that.
All systems nominal.
So underloading, what kind of, like, do you do a lot of metal work? And are you like, is that what you do for profession, or you just have always enjoyed doing it, or like, what kind of experience do you have metalworking? I would also like to have a, what is it? Is it argon gas used to weld aluminum? To get rid of the oxygen so that you can weld it without it. I'd like to have a rig that can do that. Because I'd like to make a land sailor. And it should be made out of aluminum instead of steel pipe.
Spotted.
Airstrike online.
This guy's going to be surprised when he,
25%. Fuel
when he
at
finds out that we're
0%.
here.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Uh-oh. No, it's got me.
Need assistance. Target spotted.
I don't feel like I'm in a good spot here.
Airstrike online. Fuel at 25%.
Target spotted.
Airstrike online.
Need assistance.
He's a good shot.
Need assistance. Target spotted.
Oh, sorry about the friendly. I fell down faster than I thought I was going to. Because I'm not very good.
Online.
Need assistance. Target spotted.
All right.
Target spotted.
Target acquired. level critical. Airstrike online. Heat level critical. Right torso critical damage. Warning incoming.
Man, that stone rhino was hard to kill. I didn't get him. Or maybe I did. Got something. Actually not mentioning high-end metalwork. Like blacksmithing is way, way more dangerous. I've done some blacksmithing. Not much, but a little bit. But I haven't done fancy stuff. A little bit of stuff, right? So I can do basic blacksmithing stuff and basic metalwork and stuff like that. I don't consider myself. I've got my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law's brother is a blacksmith. And so I've done some stuff with him, and I did some stuff in middle school with my metal shop class. But I did some stuff with him. He's really good. He does a lot. He's a farrier also, so he does a lot of, you know, horseshoeing and stuff, but he's also a blacksmith.
Target spotted.
And he doesn't have, he's like the hammer. He doesn't have a press, I don't think. I didn't see a press. He's got a pretty nice shop, but it's all hand tools, I think, mostly.
At 25%. Fuel at 0%. Target
I didn't actually dig in and root around his shop. And he's just got to stop doing it. It's his knees are bugging him, and his back and stuff from the ferrying. So I think he only does it 2 days a week now for that. And he's old, you know, a little older than I am.
Need assistance.
I think he has an engineering degree also, but he just really liked doing horseshoeing and blacksmithing, so that's what he ended up doing.
New target acquired. Right leg destroyed.
Yeah, so you're talking about, again, though, maybe you're not talking about the stuff that you've done that you were talking about is all that large, but then you go to this illustration of ship foundries, right? Where they're forging anchors and things like that and reforging things.
Target destroyed.
That's huge, and that's super dangerous. Totally get that. I mean, you're pouring tons of molten steel, and it's, you know, blopping everywhere.
Is blopping the technical term?
Yeah, that's the blop. That's a technical term. Yeah.
Target spotted.
Curious.
It's also known as lava splatter. You don't want that. It's like the guys who cast bronze submarine propellers or ship propellers that are, you know, 10, 12, 20 feet in diameter with continuous curved blades.
25%.
And I don't know if that's... I think they cast those and they have to mill them too afterwards, or at least polish them. Well, yeah, middle of the road metalworking, sure. And I think industrial woodworking gets more dangerous in some cases, but they have a lot of safety things in place. But just the regular guy in his shop doing woodworking, it's pretty dangerous. Or maybe it's dangerous because of the way most of them do it. Maybe it's not inherently dangerous at all, just people do stupid things. Maybe it's that. Because like I would have kids, I was a youth pastor, and I would have kids come over and they want to help when I was remodeling and hang out and stuff. And I'd say, sure, that'd be great. They'd come over and they'd want to do something. So I'd say, before I'd let them do anything,
acquired.
I would say, here, cut this 2x4 right here. I'd draw a line, have them cut it.
Left
and I'd watch what they'd
critical
do.
damage.
And inevitably,
Warning,
they didn't have any idea what to do. So they would put the 2x4 across their knee, across their
missile.
leg, their thigh, like they'd sit down, they were sitting down. Then they'd take a jigsaw. I wouldn't give them a skill saw at first. I'd give them a jigsaw because it's slower. And like a little saber saw, right? And they would basically start cutting into the board into their leg. And so if I hadn't stopped them, they would have just kept cutting until it caught their pants and cut into their leg.
Target acquired.
So people don't really have innate, it's interesting, they don't seem to have an innate fear of power tools like they should. If it's spinning around really fast, they get a little more nervous, but they don't, then it's just because it's something spinning. I don't think they realize all the ways it can kill them or hurt them, right? Like a chainsaw. People think, oh, it's a chainsaw. The blade's clear out there. It won't hurt me. But people gash into their legs all the time with chainsaws because it can hurt you.
Target destroyed.
It's a good match. I'm not really watching it very closely. Yeah, sawmills are super dangerous. Seneca is a big sawmill here in town, and a lot of it's just fully automated. You're in a booth watching it, and you can override it if need be, but nobody's out there. You're right. They were one of the only mills here that when we had the big timber bust, ran out of big old growth trees to cut. They had already retooled or were finishing retooling to start cutting smaller diameter timber efficiently, so they could still get a lot of 2x4s out of a 20-inch diameter tree instead of a 200-inch diameter tree, right? And so they stayed in business, and they've still been in business now, and they do a huge amount of lumber milling, but it's all automated. I actually got an electric DeWalt chainsaw. It's a really nice little tool. I never wanted a chainsaw because they're just always, they don't ever start. It doesn't seem to matter. I never borrowed chainsaws from people either because they don't always start, or they don't start after you give it back to them. And I needed a chainsaw to do some limbing and some other stuff that I was going to do, some various things. And
Warning, incoming
I had
missile.
credit at the local, it wasn't a big box
Warning,
store, but it's a big,
incoming missile.
really big home, remodeling, and man. Gosh, we got two big mechs battling it out for the end here.
Yeah, but that guy doesn't have any armor left.
Nice.
Or any weapons left.
Good.
He's got a couple missiles, maybe.
This guy's only got 5 shots left. Make him
He
count,
still has a
buddy.
CR large.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Target acquired.
If he would hit that whole R thing, he could see what he
Yeah.
wants to shoot.
Yeah.
But, people don't.
There he
do
goes.
that.
Oh, CT will do it. That Fafnir's about gone.
Gauss ammo depleted.
Huh. Oh my gosh. Our guy's not twisting at all. He could lose. But that other Fafnir's in terrible shape. But he's twisting the damage around really well.
There's nothing to twist. He's getting center torso hits for everything. There's no left torso.
But it's
right
spreading
torso,
around
center.
though. It's not just drilling through.
It doesn't.
There
It
you
doesn't
go.
spread around.
Doesn't?
Nope. There's nothing to spread it to.
Great
It's
work,
all
guys.
center torso.
Quite a match. Thanks for the drop. That was something. That was something.
Yep.
Did you get 6 kills?
No.
You got 2
I got 2.
and 717 damage. Nice work. And that Warhammer, you make that work really well. You're going to be a pretty darn good pilot. You better be careful.
Only in the bigger mechs. The smaller mechs, I'm not anymore.
I'm not any good.
I can't even run my Arctic Cheetah for crap anymore.
Okay. Okay, dokie. Dead sides reduce damage. If they're gone, do they reduce damage? I guess they show they're gone, but there was still stuff hanging on there, so. Well, this might be my last drop because I've had a good night, good matches. I don't want to ruin it.
I wonder where Kodo is. He's been here waiting for you like almost every night.
Really? I feel bad. I kind of abandoned all you guys, but I watched Firefly with Jeremy every night, and we didn't get to the movie, so we're going to have to watch that remotely. And then
Wait till he comes back.
What's that? No, I don't want to wait. Yeah, it's tempting because I have that big screen.
Well, he's on the East Coast, right? So
yeah.
I mean, you'll be watching it at 8, and he's watching it at like 11 o'clock at night.
Right. You're right. I might have to watch it in the afternoon or something, or just wait till he comes back. I watched. I rewatched the Dune 1 movie.
Yeah, I was gonna do that, and I missed it. I missed the last day.
Oh, it's gone now?
Yeah, off of.
Was it Hulu or?
I don't remember what service it was on, but it's gone.
It was either Netflix or Hulu.
Yeah, maybe it was.
Or maybe it's Apple. Maybe it was on Apple.
No, I don't use Apple products in any way, shape, or form.
Oh. Do you eat apples?
Use the company. Yes, I eat apples.
Okay, so you do have...
An apple is not an Apple product.
Oh, I see. I thought they made those now, too.
Yeah, they might.
I spent a little bit of time trying to... My garage is such a mess. Trying to make room in there and get rid of stuff. And before I start in on all the cabinet modifying, I got to clean it out and make... I was going to have Jeremy help me do that, and he helped a little bit, but he's in the mode of when he cleans stuff, he just puts it into another container and gets it off the shop table, the outfeed table. But that's great, but then I can't find the dumb tool. So it needs to go in a place where it needs to go, not just in a bin somewhere. So I spent an hour looking for something a couple of days ago that I knew was there, and it's gone now, and I have no idea where it is. And I called, and he thought it was one place, and it wasn't there. So I finally found it right where I thought it was, but it was buried under 3 new layers of tools that he'd piled on top of it. So I just missed it. I just don't have enough. I have too many tools and not enough storage.
That's my problem. I need to get a very large toolbox. You know, like for Snap-on tools. I need a very large one,
like a rolling cabinet one.
The problem is I've got so much junk.
That are not terrible.
Well, yeah, the problem is I have so much junk in the garage, I don't have room for the dang toolbox.
Okay, is on the other, G Felix is on the other team.
I'd have to get it in there to be able to start putting things in it.
Why can't we just have good computers? Everything has to be spyware. I know.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
I ordered some new LED fluorescent tube replacement, bulbs. Because all my shop LED lights are they're all fluorescents, and they're all there's 10 bulbs out there, 5 banks of 2, and only 1 bank is fully working. And so I just ordered a bunch of LED ones that are daylight balanced and bright. So I'll have enough light out there because it's just too dark. And since I haven't been doing woodworking out there for years, it's like I didn't care, right? But now I'm going to have to be able to see what I'm doing. I also ordered a hose reel, what do you call it? Just it's an air hose self-retrieving, self-rolling up for that I can mount on the ceiling for my nail guns. And if I had it to do now, I would probably sell all of my nail guns and buy some battery-powered nail guns and not even have the compressor hose in the equation. I bought a new DeWalt battery-powered sander. Oh my gosh, it's really nice. And I'm pretty hard on my sanders. I use them a lot.
Alpha's an Axum, but he's a cadet. He's a piece of shit.
Target spotted.
Target acquired. Heat level critical. Airstrike activated. Heat level critical.
Oh shoot.
What happened, Gary? The great.
Airstrike online.
Fair enough.
Theta is controlled by the enemy.
It happened. Engaging Foxtrot, Epic Jaguar. Where am I doing gone?
So I did damage a couple of them, though.
Well, that's good. Every little bit helps. Him die.
Alpha?
New target acquired.
Toast.
Alpha.
The enemy is at 25%.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
We've already gained a quarter of the resources. Keep it up.
Him die.
Did you guys kill Alpha?
I think so.
It was a
Warning,
stone rhino.
incoming missile.
Oh, the Axum? Negative. He's not out.
Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile. Airstrike online. Warning, incoming missile. Target destroyed. Airstrike online.
Him died.
Resource point Theta is ours.
Where'd he go? I lost him. Guess I'm gonna come down here and find somebody else.
I killed myself.
No, don't do that.
Target acquired.
Hostiles have collected 50% of their resources. Capture resource points from them to stop the bleeding.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Warning, incoming missile.
Halfway to victory. We need to keep holding on to our resource points.
Him died.
Good kill. Where's the rest of them?
Unknown.
Command,
Pi here, Delta 4.
Fucking hills. I hate hills. Fresh Fafnir out there. He killed me.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
They have resource point Gamma.
Oh! Ow! Ow!
I get shot in the back.
Cool dude knocked me down with a shot in the back. I just about had that Irby too, darn it. That's a bummer. We were going to win, I thought. Looked like we were going to pull it out.
We still might win.
Yeah, from Caps?
Yep. We still have one mech. He's capping Epsilon right now.
Hey, Blue Feral. I don't want to have meth head steal all my tools. I have a pass load. I still have a pass load nail gun. The 3-inch, 3 1/4 inch framing nailer. It's fantastic. But I think for regular cabinet work, like, 1.5, 2-inch finish nails, the electric is fine. I haven't used one enough to know if I really like it, and I've got Senko finished nailers, and I've got some a DeWalt one and some Bosch ones, and they're all nice. And I have a stapler, crown stapler, and it's for smaller ones. But I just get tired of the hoses and having to switch guns. I'd like to be able to have multiple guns, different sizes. Like even if I just could have 2 guns, different sizes, ready to go, bing, bang, boom, bang, just grab them back and forth. That's why I have 3 or 4 drills, right? Because I want a pilot hole or maybe a countersink bit, and then a screw bit.
Target acquired.
Take his leg out. I already got one leg. Just get the other one.
Boy, his
He'll miss his leg. He'll miss it. Nice work, guys. Thanks for the drop. They're not as consistent as far as the depth, the penetration. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, you can crank the air ones up as high as you need them. Hey, look, I broke 1,000 damage, though. That's nice.
Hey, look, I broke 1,000 damage also.
Man, we are awesome. Look at that. You beat me again. You're just raking on me. Nice work. 3 kills and 1185, almost 1,200 damage. Wow. That's crazy pants.
With a Warhammer.
And I can't record that because I don't have the recording thing working for some reason, because they did an update and they turned it off when they update my graphics driver. Oh well, we'll just have to remember how great we were. Okay, I'm gonna call it quits. That's a bunch of good matches, and thanks so much for dropping with me. Everybody in the stream, thanks for yakking or keeping me yakking or something like that, and for hanging out and watching me die. But I didn't die a whole lot tonight. Remarkably, I was alive much of the time, and I don't really know why that is. However, I'm going to take a screen cap of this tier 1 rating because I'm way up there now. Shocking. Look at that. I'm like 3/4 I'm right about three quarters of the way up. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Do I have my cap software going? I do. There we go. Dump, dump, dump. We'll do a little screen cap for posterity, for posturarity. That's incredible. Save as. I never thought I'd be up there. That's just crazy. This is. I'm going to change this, I guess. Copy. Okay. Save. There's that and that. Okay. All right. Good night, everybody. This has been Ghostlands, your favorite place to waste the most important moments of your life. With me, your host and guide, Dark Marauder, leading the way into the darkness. Until next time, be good to each other, take care of each other, and be sure to shoot each other's designated targets. See you tomorrow night, probably. Same mech time, same mech station, where I will reverse all the gains of tonight by losing repeatedly over and over and over again. Good night, everybody. See you later. Good night, Corsair. Thanks so much. Good to see you again. I was happy somebody was still here when I came back.
All right.
And I figured you guys had all just probably moved on to graze at other pastures.
Yeah, but those pastures are now dead, so we came back to this one.
They're all dead, yeah. Just scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's brackish water, but at least it's wet. Bye.
Bye.
I wonder if should I try to raid anybody? Maybe I should try to raid someone. I'll try to do that if you guys hang on a second. Let me get to that screen. Bump, bump, bump. I don't know if anybody's on. Chaotic Beagle. Sure. Here we go. Starting the raid. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Bye.